while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
Here we go.
Now, Fultz. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The backcourt pair will be Fox with Herter. Harrison Barnes is out there with MP. And it's Sabonis in at the center position. Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Carter. Shot clock at 6. Right wing. Fultz with the ball. Shoots over Fox. And there's Fultz on the assist by Carter.
Easy look provided by Wendell Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can share the rock.
And here are the Kings now. Now, here's Fox. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Look at that break roll.
Right side, George. Sabonis trying to get open. A nice shot by George.
Well, it's something that only a handful of players have to deal with. Getting booed on draft night. Never a great feeling, but it can act as a motivator.
And hopefully, Greg, that's how MP has used it, as motivation. The player feels like they're in a losing situation, but MP is doing everything he can to win over the fans. And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it last. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Now, here's George. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Fultz. Wagner outside. The pass to Carter. Now Suggs. Back to Carter. Over Sabonis. Almost, but it rolls out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
George passes to Fox. Takes the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Man, I tell you what, when Fox is making threes, he's hard to guard. That's a part of his game he's got to continue to work on.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Banchero to stop the run. Rebound by the Kings. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now Barnes. After Paolo Banchero misses from long range. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
A key member of that 73-win Golden State Warrior team was Harrison Barnes.
And almost the forgotten part of the famed death lineup, it was Barnes, Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Andre Iguodala. Harrison, a big piece of that 2015 championship team as well.
Now, here's Fultz. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
You know, Fultz has a nice feel for when to let the mid-range J go. I mean, showing a real desire to make this a deadly part of his game.
Pass to Sabonis. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. On the wing, Barnes. He's defended by Wagner. And that one's good, Barnes.
Man, it's nice watching Barnes. I like seeing him convert through contact. That, to me, demonstrates how strong he is on these finishes.
Now, here's Wagner. 20 points for him last game against Golden State. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
I like seeing him convert through contact. To me, demonstrates how strong he
And
is.
he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Harrison Barnes picks up.
No denying, the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already, who also is growing as a passer.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And something about Franz Wagner, a model of consistency. As soon as he came into the league, you know what you'll get from him every night.
Wagner, a model of consistency as soon as he came into the league. You know what you'll get from him every night.
Both shots good from the stripe. And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focal point. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The match will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Fultz against Fox. And here's Fultz.
First quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
To the paint. Here's Wagner. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Driving inside. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Now, here's Suggs. No points in the game yet for him. Barnes against Wagner.
Hey, they got a nice comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple.
Carter on the wing. There's the triple. Can't hit that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
You know, those were games where you thought they could get a win. But now they need to forget about it. It's in the past. Let it go. And they got to focus on the present and try to make a better run of it this time.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Sacramento.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
strong and score on that penetration. And, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
He's off on the first.
And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
He hits the second from the line.
It's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made
The Magic trailed by 8. Down low, here's Banchero. The basket good off the assist from Pulse.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. Well, with his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Here's Sacramento. They're on a 14-6 run. Fox kicks to Barnes. Fox passes to Herter.
With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively.
This is it to Sabonis. George with the ball. Defended now by Wagner. Lock at 6. Sabonis finds Barnes. Here's Herter. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Wagner. Now, here's Suggs. He's defended by Herter. Suggs passes to Banchero. All sorts of time. And he gets it to go. Off the back of the rim.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. They lead by 4. George, no good. Lando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Fox with the steal. And up the court come the Kings on the break.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
The Magic have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Fultz kicks to Wagner. He dishes it to Banchero. It's in. It's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Barnes down low. He's defended by Wagner. George. And it's George finishing it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Orlando with the ball after the Kings pick up 2. Fox against Fultz. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, one of the best sights from the NBA in my mind in 2022 was seeing Markelle Fultz on the court again. It was a long road back from his torn ACL, not to mention the issues he had with the frozen shoulder early in his career.
And Orlando making a change here. Wamba's checked in.
And for a player who relies on quickness and mobility like Fultz, an ACL injury can be devastating.
Well, trust me, I haven't had one, but I know enough guys who have, and it's a tough injury for any player to come back from, a torn ACL. And Markelle had to work extremely hard every day for a year and a half. All credit to him for putting that kind of effort into his rehab so he could get back out on the court.
The Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to the Golden State Warriors.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game. Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
George passes to Herter. A shot's good on the assist by George. And now an 8-point Kings lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
The pass to Suggs. Back to Fultz. Here's the three. Bamba trying to break free. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Here's Barnes. He had 13 points in the win against Miami. To the wing right side. Sabonis against Bamba. Sabonis kicks to Fox. To the inside. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Fox is a willing passer, always looking to find his teammates.
The Magic trailed by 7. Pass to Suggs. Back to Fultz. Pass to Suggs. Passes to Wagner. Bamba inside. Sabonis is there. Bamba kicks to Wagner. There's the pass to Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Bamba. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Herter. George looking over the floor. Sabonis, no good.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Suggs in the corner from beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Banchero. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Kings leading now by 7. Now Herter, 5 points in the game. 3-pointer, Fox. Outside, George. Back to Sabonis. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis for the Magic. Mo Wagner's checked in for Banchero. Isaac comes in for Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sabonis. Murray comes in for Harrison Barnes. Davis is checked in for Kevin Herter. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Fultz with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Bamba. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
After a relatively slow start to his career, Mo Bamba has seen increased playing time. Finally getting the opportunity to show why he was drafted 6th overall in 2018.
And for Bamba, his shot blocking and ability to space the floor really stood out.
And Greg, that's a very valuable and unique combination. I mean, this guy has a 7'10" wingspan, covers a lot of ground defensively, moves his feet well, has a nice stroke. And at his height, he's able to get a lot of clean looks from beyond the arc.
Greg, that's a very valuable and unique combination.
The Kings leading.
This guy has a 7'10" wingspan.
Mitchell outside. Davis in the corner. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Kings have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And their numbers from the line last season They're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Free throw good, Davis.
Straight field goals now, they've allowed a point-blank range.
Now here's Fultz. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markel Fultz. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Fultz.
On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Fultz. And it's Murray with the jam.
And this is why you lob passes Murray's way, because he is so good at catching and finishing.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando, trailing by 10. Wagner, right side. And he makes good on the way home.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Kings leading now by 8. Outside, George.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. A terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
Substitution on the court.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The Kings shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Wagner in at the free spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. Well, because Carter Jr. is so dynamic athletically, his teammates have a lot of confidence in him finishing the alley-oop.
Here's Sacramento. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Barnes outside, back to Herter. Right side, Fox. 6 to shoot. Over Anthony. Connects on the 9-footer. Fox has got 5.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
Wagner outside. Passes it to Suggs. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Back to Wagner. Fires the 3.
Come on.
Rebound by the Kings. And here's Herter. He's got 5. And the pass to Fox. Right side, George. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time, you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself.
Here's George. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed.
Sometimes you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself. This George, and he makes it. Now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Around on that low block.
The Kings shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
The place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Wagner. Pass to Suggs. Shot clock at 5. Carter on the wing. Lots of room. It's hauled in by George.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Wagner wide open. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Sacramento shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And you got to appreciate the overall game of Barnes. He's efficient as a scorer and also works hard at the defensive end.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And now the first timeout call here for the Magic. Without question, George is playing his skills today. And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a paint.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, passes it to Banchero. And it's sent back by George. Carter against Sabonis. Carter, the pass to Anthony. Here's Wagner. Like at 6. Over in the corner, Banchero. 2 points. That one goes. Banchero's got 8 points.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Left side, George. Suggs with the steal. Now, here's Banchero. Defended by George. Banchero kicks to Wagner. It's good. 10 points for him.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Kings leading now by 12.
You know, look at the job Jalen Suggs did in his rookie season. I mean, he started to show some of those flashes as the season wore on. Flashes of athletic superiority, but also an understanding of how to impact the game with his speed and size and fearlessness.
Here's Fox. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Suggs. Defense is right there. The pass to Banchero. Pass to Wagner. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And about Jalen Suggs, Clark, primed for a tremendous season.
No question about it in my mind, Kevin. I mean, the Magic fans are in for a treat. They are excited to see him play again. I think he's got the ability to be elite if things come together as I anticipate they will for him. I think they're fortunate to have him in Orlando running the point.
Fans are in for a treat. They are excited to see him play again.
It's George on the wing. A 26-point game for him in the win against Miami.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Herder passes to Sabonis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sabonis has got his first basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Suggs. Outside Anthony. Passes it to Wagner. Three-pointer. Second chance shot. Here's Ben Carroll. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Fox kicks to Herder. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 6 assists now in the game. The Magic trailed by 19. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that. You know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Back to Anthony. Now the pass to Ben Carroll. 6 on the shot clock. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. He gets it in there.
And smart ball movement there from Carroll. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Kings leading now by 17. Fox kicks to Herder. Back to Fox. Pass to Barnes. Outside, Fox. Sabonis finds George. Back to Sabonis. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Sabonis, really good basketball instincts, especially in the paint area. Knows exactly how to operate.
Wagner outside. Back to Anthony. Pass to Suggs. On deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
You know, it's not his greatest strength. He's got a lot of different things that he's good at, but Suggs will hit the 3 if you give it to him.
Fox passes to George. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Anthony dishes to Carter. Now, Suggs. 26 points for him last game against Golden State.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Wagner comes in for Banchero. Isaac's checked in for Franz Wagner. And it's Fulton for Anthony. Marie's checked in for Sacramento. Mitchell comes in for Fox. Mitchell outside. It's George on the wing. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact. A good call by the officials.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
The Magic trailed by 20. Suggs with the ball. Bamba kicks to Fultz.
One way to protect the lead, knock down 100% free throwing for the quarter.
Isaac outside. This is it to Wagner. For the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Wagner's got 5.
You know, he doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but Isaac is a willing passer, and I think he's going to continue to grow in that area.
Drive the lane.
Murray kicks to George.
Come on, don't do that.
Left side, Sabonis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for second. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly.
Please give a big round of applause.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
On the court right now for the Kings, the backcourt pair will be Fox with Herter. Sabonis is out there with MP, and it's Barnes at the 3.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Free throw good, Sabonis. And Sabonis drops them both.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
And there's the pass to Suggs. Back to Fultz. Carter outside. Inside. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Kings leading out by 12. And Wendell Carter Jr., Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And Kevin, these numbers kind of sneak up on you. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Knocked loose, stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Herder passes to George. And he banks in the layup. George has got 25 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And, you know, Fultz plays bigger than his size down low, guys. Outstanding at using his body to draw contact.
The Magic have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts, and he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second.
And, you know, when Fultz is healthy now, he's a valuable part of this rotation. We've seen him make big strides lately.
Outside, George. To the paint. Here's Fox. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
And a fantastic finish. I just love seeing Fox work his way through contact and converting.
Pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Back to George.
Jesus Christ, come on.
This is to Barnes. Lob pass to George.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Fultz the pass to Suggs. Fultz against Fox. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Banchero. Defense right on him. Suggs dishes to Banchero. He feeds it to Carter. He can't hit that time.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Basket good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Suggs passes to Fultz. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Wagner from long range. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Wagner always a threat from downtown, and I love the efficiency and solid mechanics of his shooting stroke.
And George kicks to Barnes. Back to George. It's stolen by Banchero. The Magic trailed by 14. And Wagner has it in the corner. Out left to the wing. Now, here's Suggs. He's defended by Herder.
Come on.
Fultz looking around. Carter outside. Takes a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Herder, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
George passes to Barnes. Back to George. In the corner. Herder with it. Outside, George. The dish to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Nice seeing Barnes go for that dunk. Always looking to finish with power at the rim. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Fultz the pass to Suggs. Now Wagner. Pass to Suggs. Back to Wagner.
Watch the screen.
Just 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Sacramento leading by 16. At the elbow, it's George. Outside, Sabonis. Back to George. George has got his 7th assist here tonight. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Now here's Fultz, 13 points in the game. Pass to Banchero. Cloak loose. Fox against Fultz. Lob pass to Wagner. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Boy, moving the ball with purpose there. Fultz has tremendous offensive potential, and we're seeing him put it all together now.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
He just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat him.
Someone else.
The Magic trail by 19. Fultz the pass to Suggs. The pass to Wagner. Lays it up off the glass. Wagner's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 9th assist in the game now.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Fultz the pass to Suggs. And here's Fultz. Pass to Wagner.
Just got his 9th assist in the game now. The offensive end, he's been assertive.
Here's Suggs.
A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Shot clock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Suggs doing a nice job being aggressive there, challenging defenders and getting rewarded with the call.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting it in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
They've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. So getting guys involved.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
And George kicks to Barnes. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Assisted.
Nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
The Magic trail by 20.
It's the ball.
Now Fultz, 13 points in the game. Stolen by George.
Need a gut check right now. Well, that's exactly
And now the fast break. George with the ball. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Pass to Wagner. Fires the three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Herter passes to George. Fires from deep. Here's Fox. A second chance effort. Got a hand on it.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Stolen by George. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by George. Fox has got 11 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Magic have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Fultz the pass to Wagner. Feeds it to Banchero. Nice move. And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep, it has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on. An elite prospect.
Literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. Look at the cat on his right bicep. As the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation.
Here are the Magic now. The guard set is Fultz and Suggs. Wendell Carter is up there with Banchero. And it's Bamba in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando. Kicks to Fultz. From downtown. No good on the shot. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Any scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
George finds Barnes. 5 on the clock.
Would you agree? He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little,
and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And, you know, Barnes is a versatile scoring forward who we've seen him heat up quickly, and he's capable of doing that.
Fultz against Fox. Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And George, here we go. The kick out to Fox. Carter against George. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got assist number 8 now on the night. And it's the Magic with the ball. Following this, we get to host the Rockets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Fultz the bounce pass. Banchero kicks to Suggs. Well, as we know, it's here to stay, but people continue to voice their opinion on the play-in tournament format. Where do you fall?
I like it, Kevin. I really do. It's creative. It's innovative. It adds a level of excitement, that do-or-die feel. that you sometimes don't get unless it's a Game 7 in the NBA playoffs. I really think it's a good add-on.
Fox deciding where to go with it. It's George on the wing.
It adds a level of excitement.
And it's George finishing it off.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. Passes to Banchero.
George on the wing.
Fultz against Fox. Fultz dishes to Bamba. Now, here's Suggs. He's defended by Herter. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Okiki's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Terrence Ross comes in for Banchero. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Suggs. And Hampton subbed in for Fultz. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Hampton with the ball. Releases from 15. It's hauled in by George. George has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Barnes left side. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Now here's Ross. And the pass to Harris.
Block out the noise and just stay.
They need this. It's hauled in by George.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Herter on the wing, defended by Carter. Here's Fox. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
They are in total control.
Harris looking it over.
I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes.
Harris's confidence and physicality and determination allow him to draw fouls as he gets close to the basket.
And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base.
And determination to allow him to draw fouls as he gets close to the basket. And we've seen not only the trophies, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that? The previous winners etched into the base.
Fultz against Fox. Back to Herter. Outside, Sabonis. Lock at 6. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Down low, here's Fox. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You know, he's gifted with incredible length. Isaac is almost a footer. 7 feet.
No wonder you're losing. You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less. Here's Fox. He's gifted with incredible length. Almost a footer.
He kicks to Banchero.
Stop the game. He needs to go.
Back to Fultz. To the inside. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Suggs, he's checked in for the Magic. And Carroll passes to Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. That's good from Banchero on the assist from Suggs. Banchero's got 26 points. Sacramento leading by 21.
5 to shoot. Banchero.
Herter on the wing. And here is Mitchell. Barnes outside.
6 points. That's really good.
And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
Orlando's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. And he lobs it up toward the rim. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Sacramento's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And it's George finishing it off.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
The Magic shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Pass to Suggs. Back to Fultz. 1:33 left in the game. To the left wing. Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded closely. Deep 2 from Wagner. And it's Orlando with another.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Sacramento.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for George.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double? He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
To the middle. It's deflected. Stolen by Mitchell. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And George with the stuff.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Pass to Bamba.
Just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by George.
Always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
Here's Herter. Lets it go with a 3. And that one drops.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really an efficient performance at both ends. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Yeah, that's finished. That's it. That's for now. Look at the endorsement. We have an endorsement coming. There's some fantastic news for you. Guys, we have options here. We into that. 12 days to 5 incentives. Yeah. 5 incentives. 20, 10, 10. I can easily do that. Player of the game, triple double maybe. 25 and 12 assists. Maybe 48-point game. And then 25 and 12. 3 block, 3 steals. Maybe 20 points and 3 rebounds. It's more than that.
Great perimeter defense in this win tonight. How did you
Alright,
guys
that's it,
manage
man.
to shut them down?
Thank you. Or is there an interview after? Not should interview. Come on, come out, man. Come on.
This team is extremely versatile on defense, man. I mean, we can switch pretty much
Well, that's
every
because
pick
of
and roll if
me.
needed. Our
I'm the
guards are
great
going
guy.
to, battle in the post with the bigs if need be. That sort of versatility is what really makes us a
Uh,
difficult team to play. So you were really crowding ball handlers tonight and causing turnovers,
great
general
guy.
chaos. What did you see out there? Again, when you switch, sometimes it creates a favorable matchup. Maybe the guys are used to having the ball in his hands, so far from the basket. I just tried to be more aggressive. Thankfully, it paid off, brother. Certainly did. Thank you. Of course.
General chaos. What did you see out there?
Trades number 2. Always getting the ball. Estimated win salad number 1. Your points per weighted shot number 8. Free throw rate number 180. I'm gonna get 0. Point forward. So the power forward center. Look at my morale. I'm outraged.
They call him boom
I'm
shot,
so outraged.
professional program. Try to get it on with American bandstand.
Let's
Hold the
just
fans, they got their
progress.
hands high. Know to take a table and turn it into the vibe. Never been so low. Keeping the beat hot and dropping the cold flow. Yeah, what it is, why do people keep asking? Tell them I'm motion, but the boom keeps scratching. 1 to the 2. Original 1.
Hey.
Well, Mr. Boom Shot, show how we hit it on 1 to the 2. Bring it back to the 1.